Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nick the Geek, where we talk about DaVinci Resolve, editing, compositing, that's a word, for beginners. So I'm a beginner, I'm not a professional video editor by any means. I'm just a middle-aged bloke from the West Midlands who found DaVinci Resolve, mainly because it's free, and I still can't believe it's free. Today we're talking keyframes, and this is aimed at beginners. So if you are familiar with keyframes, or if you are an expert, then this probably isn't for you, but you might still get something out of it, so stick around. You never know. Let's get to it. So what is a keyframe? A keyframe is simply a way of telling DaVinci Resolve to perform a particular function at a particular value at a particular point in time. And if you add multiple keyframes and change those values, then it will change from one value to the other over a period of time. And again, we'll see some examples which hopefully will make that a little bit more sense. But that in essence is what keyframing is. And if you look at DaVinci Resolve, you can pretty much keyframe almost anything. I've got DaVinci Resolve here, and I've got a video clip in. If you click on the video clip, you'll see in the inspector in the top right corner, there's various options: transform, cropping. These are your standard functions that you can complete. And on the right hand side there, you can see these little diamonds. And these little diamonds are your keyframes. Anywhere you see a little diamond like that means that you can keyframe that function. And if you click the little diamond, it changes to, well, I call it red. Some people call it orange. So let's agree to call it somewhere in the middle. Anywhere you see a diamond like this in any of these, like for example, a transition, an effect, a generator, anywhere you see any of these diamonds, it means you can add a keyframe, which means that you can start to play around and change what that function does. So let's just add a very simple couple of keyframes just to show you what I mean. So we've got the video clip here up in the inspector. Let's just say we want to zoom in onto the plane. So we want to start the video playing like this as the plane takes off, and then we want to zoom in onto the plane. So let's say at, I don't know, 2 seconds into the clip, we want to set our first keyframe, and then at 4 seconds into the clip, we want to have zoomed in. So let's go to 4 seconds, and let's change the zoom value just to show you what it means. So basically what we've now got is 2 keyframes set. It's automatically set a keyframe, the second one, when you change the value. You don't need to set the keyframe. You can if you want to, but by changing the value, it automatically sets another keyframe. So if you click on your video clip, you'll see in the bottom right corner here, you've got, again, a similar symbol, the little diamond. If you click on that, it will show you your keyframe. So if I just move the timeline out of the way a little bit, you can see we've got a keyframe set at 2 seconds and a keyframe set at 4 seconds. So what this will do is at the start of the clip, it will start to play at a zoom of 1 because that's what the default was. And then at 2 seconds, it will go from 1 because we set our first keyframe. And over a 2 second period, because that's where our next keyframe was set, it will zoom in to 2.030. Or yeah, 030. Can't read my own writing. So if we press play, you'll see what I mean. There we go. And that is effectively keyframing. You can then set as many of these keyframes if you want. If you wanted to zoom back out again, say at 5 seconds, go to 5, and then we can zoom back out. We can go back to 1. So again, now what will happen if we press play is it will zoom in, and at 4 seconds, it will zoom out. And that, in essence, is keyframing. Now, the more keyframes you set, obviously, the more that you can play around with things. You can get it to zoom in. You can get it to change angle. You can get it to rotate if you want to rotate the video. So again, for example, at 2 seconds, we can set a keyframe. At 4 seconds, we can say, let's set the rotation angle to 360 degrees. So we know the video will zoom in and also rotate 360 degrees. So again, by typing in the value, it sets the second keyframe for us. Let's hit play. And you can see that it rotates 360 degrees. Don't quite know why you want to do that with the plane taking off, but there we go. But in essence, that is the basics of keyframing. You can go wild with this. And really, the limitations are just what the limitations are with your imagination. You can keyframe text, you can keyframe video, images, whatever you want to keyframe, slide things in, slide things out. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the basics of keyframing. Let's say it is for beginners. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, hit the like, subscribe, I do appreciate it. It's just a quick one just to show you how keyframing basically works. Go and have fun. You can keyframe in audio, you can keyframe in Fusion, keyframe in editing page, do whatever you want to do. Go and have fun. And the beauty with Davinci Resolve is, one, it's free, unless you've paid for the studio version, obviously, but it's free, which is nuts because you can do all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. And two, if you mess it up or you do it wrong, you just press Control Z and start again. And that's the beauty of Davinci Resolve. I blooming love it. So, till the next time, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!